Everything you believe about why carrots are orange is a lie, built by a government, spread as propaganda, and repeated for 80 years without anyone questioning it. Here's what most people think they know: carrots are orange because of vitamin A, and eating them helps you see in the dark. Almost everyone has heard this fact. Almost nobody has ever questioned where it actually came from. It turns out, the real answer has almost nothing to do with vitamins, and everything to do with a war. Let's start with what carrots actually looked like before all this. The carrot's earliest ancestors, cultivated in Central Asia around 3000 BCE, weren't orange at all. Historical and genetic evidence points to purple and yellow as the original dominant colors. So the very first myth to break is this: orange was never the default. It was a relatively late addition to the story. So where did orange actually come from? Most historians credit Dutch farmers in the 1500s and 1600s with selectively breeding orange carrots, possibly as a tribute to William of Orange and the Dutch royal House of Orange during their fight for independence from Spain. Whether or not that royal tribute story is entirely accurate, the orange carrot did emerge from Dutch breeding around this period, and it eventually outcompeted purple and yellow varieties across Europe. Now here's where the real myth begins, nearly 300 years later, during World War II. In the early 1940s, Britain's Royal Air Force began using early radar technology to detect incoming German bombers at night, a genuine military breakthrough. But radar was a closely guarded secret, and British officials needed a cover story to explain why their pilots were suddenly so much better at night interception. The solution was almost absurdly simple: tell the public that RAF pilots were eating enormous quantities of carrots, which supposedly gave them extraordinary night vision. Propaganda posters and newspaper stories spread the claim, crediting a night fighter pilot's success directly to his carrot consumption. It was clever misdirection, deliberately designed to keep radar hidden from German intelligence. But the campaign didn't stop at protecting a military secret. Britain was also facing severe wartime food shortages, and unlike imported goods, carrots could be grown domestically in large quantities. The government leaned hard into the myth, encouraging citizens to eat more carrots as both a patriotic duty and a supposed path to sharper eyesight during nighttime blackouts, when British cities went dark to avoid bombing rye. The campaign worked far better, and far longer, than anyone likely expected. Carrot consumption across Britain rose noticeably, and the carrots improve night vision claim became deeply embedded in public consciousness. Even after the war ended and radar was no longer secret, the myth simply never went away, quietly passed down through generations who had no idea it started as wartime deception. Here's the actual science: carrots do contain vitamin A, and a genuine deficiency can impair vision. But most people, especially in developed nations with varied diets, aren't vitamin A deficient to begin with. Eating extra carrots beyond a normal diet provides no measurable improvement to night vision. The myth wasn't just exaggerated; for most people, it was essentially meaningless. Yet the myth proved remarkably durable precisely because it wasn't entirely fabricated from nothing. It contained just enough genuine nutritional truth to feel believable, while the specific claim about dramatic night vision improvement was pure wartime invention. This is often exactly how the most successful propaganda works, not as an outright lie, but as a real fact stretched dramatically beyond what it can actually support. So the next time someone tells you to eat carrots for better night vision, you'll know the real story: a purple root vegetable slowly bred orange in the Netherlands, deployed decades later as wartime misdirection to hide one of history's most important military secrets, and somehow still influencing what parents tell their kids at dinner tables today. Radar won the war. The carrot just got the credit.